Hi there. So in this video, we will see introduction to integration with S3. Then we will see what is Rclone and how to use it. And then finally, we will see the Renterd APIs and how to test them with Postman. Now to integrate and simple storage service, that is S3, we have gateways. These gateways help us connect to the storage and upload, retrieve, move data, etc. Renterd come with built-in S3 gateway, and in order to activate it and utilize it, we can integrate it with dApps. So first what we need to do is head up to our renter.yml file that we have created while creating our Renterd platform. So you can see in the code, in the file structure of this, you will find an renter.yml file, and we need to add this code that is right here. So we need to add this code that is S3 enabled true, and inside of this we have this two variables, your access key and secret key. So these will act as our authentication key, which will allow us to connect or communicate with the SIA network. So once we have created our access key and secret key, we will be able to communicate with the rented platform. So there is one method that is widely used, and that is Rclone. Right. So we can also find this in the documentation provided by SIA docs. This is the official documentation. And the good thing is that Renterd is also compatible with Rclone. So we can use Rclone to bridge between our local server or local storage to the remote storage that we have. It's in command line program which works on command line interface. Right. It will synchronize between local and remote storage. Yeah, and it do support SIA. It can be used for any operations like copy, move, synchronize file, etc. So in order to do so, what we need to do is first open our PowerShell, and inside of our PowerShell, we need to put this command winget install rclone.rclone. This will start installing rclone, and once the rclone is completely installed, we can configure it. The exact guide of this can be found on the docs.cr.tech. Here, everything is mentioned, in really depth. So you can refer to this document for more reference. I have also put in the link of this into the description of this video, so you can also access this from there. Okay, once you have done all the configuration, you can locate a new folder X to this rented and to store our all remote and local files. So this will make you connect with the remote access with your local access, and now you can do tasks such as move files, upload new files, and perform other kind of tasks just using your command line. So last up, what we have is Renterd API. So there is also a really good documentation on Renterd APIs on the apis.cr.tech/renterd. But let me cover it in brief. So basically, this works on three core components, right? These three core components are buses, workers, and autopilot. So basically, buses are nothing but like you can understand them as a communication channel between, different peers of the SIA network. They are responsible for, data persistence and interfacing with the SIA peer-to-peer network. Then next up, we have workers. Workers, on the other hand, are responsible for tasks such as, file upload, download, and they directly communicate with the user and are connected. And finally, we have the autopilot, which is used for contract formation between the host and the renter, and or renewing these contracts, etc. So this is autopilot. We can always switch to the manual mode, but by default, it's always better to go with the autopilot mode. Okay, so coming up to the APIs part, you know, we have different APIs for each of them, buses, autopilots, workers, because sometimes they work together, or sometimes if we want, they can work individually as well. So for example, we have this /account, right, function, which is used under the buses. So if it's used under buses, it will return all the addresses corresponding to that bus. If we want to, run all of these, try to run all of these APIs, what we can do is we can just click on this run in Postman button. Right, I have already done it. So here it is. Okay, so first let's go to this environment to set up our environment. Inside of this environment, You can see the docs. Here set no environment, change it to docs. After that, you will be able to see a lot of variables. You just need to change them. For bus URL, autopilot URL, and worker URL, change this to 127.0.0.1 and 9880. I think initially it should be localhost 9880 because we are, our Renterd is working on this port, so we have to use this port. Okay. You also have to set the Renterd API password here and here. That I will do off camera. Okay, now when we click to collection back to collection, we are able to see, the bus and all the APIs corresponding to this that we can call. We have a lot of post APIs, get APIs, put APIs. So we can call any of these APIs. They have, different functions. You can study about all the functionality in detail from the documentation itself. So for example, here we have this get/wallet/address. So if you run this, if you try to run any of this, for example, this get/wallet/balance, it will return the balance. So if you just have to click on the send button and it will run, and you will be able to see the response right here. I think that's all. In this complete playlist, we have covered most of the topic. Right? If you think I should have covered something else or should include anything more, let me know. And thank you for sticking to the last, and thank you for watching.